Have you ever noticed how when you buy something new that is a bit better than what you would usually buy, you suddenly have this urge to upgrade more things around you? If yes, you have experienced the Diderot effect. And today I'm going to tell you what the Diderot effect is, and unlike many other people on the internet, I'm not going to focus on the negative side of it. I'm going to explain how you can actually use it to improve your life. Intrigued? Then watch till the end. Hi, it's Mariana. Welcome to my channel where I talk about productivity and productivity systems, reading and note-taking strategies, and different ways how you can achieve your goals. If you're new, consider subscribing. It was, surprise, surprise, Denis Diderot who first talked about this effect. He wasn't doing very well financially for most of his life, but towards the end he got some money and he bought a nice new robe for his daughter's wedding. He noted that once he bought this robe for himself, he suddenly needed to upgrade a lot of other things around him because he felt that those old things are not matching this beautiful new robe. And that's what happens when you are under the influence of the Diderot effect. You have been exercising happily for years in old training shoes and normal clothes, but then suddenly you join this cool new gym, and before you know it, you have several Nike shoes and clothes to match. You buy a massage gun, you order protein supplements, and subscribe to meal plans. And of course, you need to have a massage at least once a week and a physio checkup monthly. Or maybe you bought these beautiful, new, and expensive shoes, and then you feel that you need to have a handbag that will match that. And then before you know it, you have a new wardrobe, new jewelry, and new makeup. The Diderot effect can very quickly push you into owning more things that you need and even put you into serious financial trouble. But maybe there is a positive spin to it. Maybe instead of being worried that the Diderot effect is going to bring more clutter and stress to your life, we can use it to actually build healthy habits. How? I am glad you asked. When you buy new expensive shoes, you suddenly become a person that wears those kind of shoes. And that kind of person would not wear these old clothes. So you need to buy new clothes that is going to match your newly found identity. And the same goes for habits. It is sometimes enough to just adopt one positive habit that triggers a new identity. And before you know it, you are getting rid of old bad habits because they are not part of who you now are. And taking on new good habits is simply easy because those habits are part of your new identity. Let me give you two examples. You start going to a gym regularly, and because you do that regularly, you suddenly start seeing yourself as an athlete. And if you see yourself as an athlete, you start feeding yourself as an athlete, and you start thinking about how much you sleep and what recovery you need. And before you know it, your health and fitness resembles the one of an athlete. Or maybe your life is kind of a mess. You're a huge procrastinator. But then you read about successful people and their habits, and you realize that many of them wake up very early in the morning. So you give it a try, and instead of waking up at 9, you start consistently waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you are proud of that achievement, and you feel like you are becoming a successful person. And if you feel like a successful person, you start implementing other habits that successful people do. Maybe you meditate and exercise in the morning, you set yourself goals, and you start working on the most important tasks straight in the morning. Sometimes it's about finding that one positive habit that's going to change your identity. And if you change your identity, it's suddenly easy to take on board more positive changes, which in return strengthens your identity, and that makes again easier to take on even more positive habits. So how do you find this one positive habit? Step number one, think what identity you would like to have: an athlete, entrepreneur, writer, etc. Step number two, observe successful people with that identity. What do they do regularly? Number three, find a habit that is easy to implement and that you would be able to implement straight away. It should be something that you are going to do on daily basis because you need this daily reminder of this new identity. And it should be something that you have not yet been doing, because if you have been doing it and you don't feel like it triggered this new identity, it's probably not the right habit. Also, focus on how you formulate your goals. Try to avoid goals like, I would like to write a book. Rather say, I would like to become a writer. It of course means that you're probably going to write a book, but it means much, much more. And try also to really feel that identity. And lastly, make sure that you focus on what this person with that identity is doing rather than what they are owing. If you would like to become an athlete, you will become an athlete much, much faster if you focus on training regularly rather than owing several training shoes. Let me know down below, have you ever been a victim of the Diderot effect? And if yes, did something good come out of it? Thank you for watching this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, and make sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I will see you in the next one. Bye.